Hey guys, what I'm trying to do today is I'm going to try to make a cut, the cut right here for the starter. What I need to do is place the adapter plate right here, line it up pretty well. I don't think with this one the dowel pin drilling applies because I don't see any place on the plate or here where a dowel pin would I don't see where it'll fit here, right, by the starter. So I'm just gonna place the adapter plate. I'm gonna secure it with a few bolts. I already marked, right, the section that needs to be cut off, but I'm gonna double and triple check, measure a ton of times, cut once, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna use a with a right angle grinder, and I'm going to cut inside of this because I don't like, to cut and have too much have cut too much and have a gap too wide. So I'm gonna cut inside the lines. I'm gonna test fit, take it out, and if I need to adjust it again, I'm gonna adjust it again. But that's what I'm going. That's the approach I'm gonna take. I'm gonna cut inside the lines. I am going to double check first, and then I'm gonna start cutting, so that I don't end up with a big gap. I don't like big gaps for many reasons. Dust and stuff like that, excessive dust and all of that stuff getting in there, and also it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I want it to look good. I mean, no one is gonna easily take a look underneath my car and look at the gap or anything like that. But I just know it's there. So and I don't like it. So I'm gonna try my best to make the tightest cut possible, so that when I install the adapter plate for good with the starter bracket, I have the tightest gap possible. Stop the jokes, all right? So here's the template. I'm guiding myself by these two um, bolt locations. I'm just gonna get the plate in a minute, but this template, it has the two notorious um, bumps right there that correspond to these two bolt locations. So I'm just going by that. What is that? So now we take the template, place it on the obvious bump right here. Also, you can tell that this is the right place because you see the outline of the bracket that holds the starter. So I'm confident this is the right place. Remember, this plate is for the newer. This is gonna be for J35a8. So this is going to be, the starter is going to be in a slightly different place or different position than previously designed for the older J engine. I think with the older J engine, the starter was around this location, around here, because you had to cut onto the tunnel, the transmission tunnel on the passenger side. So I think the previous version of this design of this plate had the location for the starter right here, as opposed to where it is now with this newer version. So I'm pretty confident that I'm in the right spot right here, right? Two bumps correspond to two bumps. I'm flush against the plate, and the outline or this template is slightly outside of the footprint for the bracket, for the starter bracket. So I'm confident that here it is. Here we go. So we'll see. Like I said before, I'm going to cut slightly inside the line, double check, triple check, and to make sure that I don't end up with a huge gap or with the bracket in the wrong position. Right? So I'm confident that it's there. The dowel pins align with the transmission. There is a mark here that's, that identifies that this side is to the engine, so I know that I don't have this plate backwards. And besides, the bolts that I threaded in fit correctly. So that's it. No more double guessing. So this is it. No turn back. This is the point of no return right here. Ow, that was hot. Oh, it was kind of hot. But anyways, beautiful cut. I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit and get to fitting. Hot, hot, hot. Just a hair right here, and this corner right here, right here. I don't mind. I don't mind the extra work. I want this thing to look good. I want to feel good that I did this the right way. So I don't mind the extra work, the cutting and grinding and cutting and grinding. Yeah, it's tight. All I have to shave down is this little corner right here, and it'll fit like a glove. This whole section right here is tight as can be. I like that. I love that. Ow! This thing is perfect. Perfect. This thing now is perfect. 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 Like barely any space. And if it's not supposed to be here, it's not supposed to be like this, oh well. I just ruined a perfectly fine gearbox. But I think I'm right. I think I did it right. So let's see. Let me secure this with one bolt at least, because if this thing falls and it cracks or something, I'll be very pissed. Check it out. Check it out. When I tested the starter outside, it fit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. See, I told you I wasn't gonna edit, or that would have been painful. I wasn't gonna edit or stop the camera, because if I messed up, I deserve it. All these talk about measure a ton of times and cut once. Although I cut like a lot. But whatever. It's whatever. It's looking kind of good. It's looking kind of good. Yep. It's looking kind of good. It's looking really good. Oh, shit. Why am I whispering? Go here. Go. Go, 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 go. Huh. Yeah. Ta-da. Hey, you gotta see this. This is looking fresh. Do they even say fresh anymore? Whatever. I don't care. Don't judge me. I know what? A bolt from I know a bolt from the engine side is gonna thread right here. You can tell. Right here. And what else goes there? Two bolts from the bracket. And oh my god, this thing is like tight. Love it. Love it. And these two things, I'm assuming. Hey, I look like this guy. What's his name? Oh my god. The guy that has one eye looking one way, the other eye looking the other way. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, the cover. Yeah. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yeah. No. I gotta talk to Gary. What am I supposed to do with this? Gary, what am I supposed to do with this, man? Oh, I see it, but I don't see how. I'm about to want to better break it. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna freaking break it. I'm gonna freaking break it. But I don't care. It's just a test. I don't even think this goes here. I don't care. It's not that critical. Nope. Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This side don't fit. Amazing. I don't think this goes like that. Come on, Gary. No, I'm just kidding. I love all the effort you have made in building this kit. I love this kit. I absolutely love the entire design, how you managed to do the oil pan, the pickup, the engine mounts, especially the engine mounts. I hate that cantilever support from all the, not all, but from the other kits out there. You know, a lot of cool guys are running the other one. A lot of guys that I look up to because they know what the hell they're talking about. They know what they're doing. I just didn't like the first kit that came out, but this one, I'm loving it. I just don't know how to do the cup. I don't care. You know what? I don't need this. I don't need you. Now, the other mystery is, I know this little L bracket goes here to support the plate itself. to hold, right here. I think I could do this. Yeah, I could do this. Absolutely, I could do this. Now, question. What is the other little hole for? Supposed to have another bracket? Only have one. Only have one. Only have one. I know it's supposed to be here. I know this. You know what? Let's try it, shall we? Look. This is like what? Securing plate for dummies, something like that. Because let's see. Nope, it's not gonna go here. It's supposed to go here. Look, it's supposed to go here. I know you can't see. Just believe me. I'll show you later. But this is supposed to go here somewhere, right? You wanna see? Come on. Take my word. This is supposed to go here somewhere because on the other hole, it doesn't fit on the other hole. What she said. And now what? Right? So I don't know. And I don't see that on the, you know, on the instructions. Again, the instructions I think were drafted. The instructions were drafted to install the earlier version of this kit, and for this one, for this particular one, there are a couple of things that are slightly different. So and I'm pretty sure that they haven't gotten around to updating the instructions, the videos on YouTube, or the printed. Okay, so this is what I was talking about right here. The bracket only fit one way, and I think it's gonna just fit like this. 10 mil right here, and then I already traced the other hole for down here, and this is just, I'm assuming, to secure this a little bit more. So I'm just gonna right here in the center. Wait a second. Here we go. Oh. There, that's the middle right there. One last time. Put your measure. There you go. So now we're going to drill and tap this thing right here. Here's my tap. It's gonna be a 10 mil. So I'm drilling and tapping later. Let's see. Just a hair more. This is overkill for what it is. It really is. But I'll just feel better, you know. I like overkill sometimes. Sometimes. Here we go. All the way through. Yep, all the way through. All the way to the other side. I knew that. Yeah, baby. It's going. This is overkill. This is overkill. I don't need I don't need you know, a 10 mil to secure a little bit of piece of metal, like little bracket. But I want to do it. I want to do that. So I did. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the bracket. I bored this side because this bolt is really supposed to go here, and the bracket is supposed to go the other way, the long way up, but it wasn't fitting. It was not fitting. So I did it this way. Hole aligns perfectamente, and I'm telling you, this is overkill. I know this. I know this. But let me be, all right? Let me be. Let me be. That's it. Eso es todo, amigos. Right there. Look, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So now, in the videos, right, in the instructions and everything, Gary Senior says, do not install the starter, right, beforehand, because you will have problems with clearance. This is not going to clear somewhere in the engine bay, I guess, or the tunnel itself. So I am just gonna make sure that it fits properly, that everything aligns, and that's it. Oh, and then I have to install the what is it that I'm looking for? The flywheel. Not that I have to install it, but you know, kind of like on the engine. When I fit this on the engine, I have to make sure that the starter fits where it's supposed to. That it's not too tight. The teeth are not bottoming in on the flywheel, and that is not obviously not too far, because there won't be no engagement then, and that is also bad. So look how beautiful this thing fits. Look how beautiful this thing fits. I'm telling you, this is why I love this kit so much, because everything was spot on. Any clearancing that I had to do, I had to do it on the starter. Like I had to file a little bit of kind of like a edge or something on the bottom, on the part that attaches to this bracket. That's all I had to do to fit this starter. It fits like a freaking glove, and I can see where the flywheel. I'm gonna show you right now. So I see what Gary Senior was saying, that this is the relief cut that is on the bracket that holds the starter, and the flywheel is gonna technically it rides in this, you know, within this channel right here, and the starter comes out and boom, it aligns. This is difficult to film it with one hand, but it aligns with that channel perfectly. So that's what it is. That's what we have. And I think this part, including that little L bracket, Gary, including that little bracket, is done. So yeah, slightly different than the previous version, but this is going in. It's going in, and it's fitting beautifully. I mean, the important parts that are supposed to fit, except for that little L bracket. guys, the bracket don't fit. All right, but anyways, that's not gonna break me, right? Well, I think this is it. I think this is all I wanted to show you guys. You have to uh, kind of like, you know, loosely install the plate. You will have a template that comes in the kit. You align the template. You'll see in the beginning of the video. You align the template. You mark it. Mark, measure, cut once, and this is the end result. Look at how tightly I made my cut. I mean, look at that. I love that. I'm proud of myself. You know, this is the first time I'm doing something like this. I am not a mechanic. I am not a mechanic. This side, there's no way that I could have cut it, you know, any tighter, because this plate, especially right here, it has to fall in. And basically, the bell housing, look, the bell housing is not even that tall. So I had to cut the way the template told me to cut, and this is the result. Maybe, sorry, maybe in future revisions, the template could be made to, not really, because look, they did it perfectly. I mean, the template is perfect. The template is accurate enough, because it asks you to cut right here, and I did. Just that this part of the bell housing is lower than the bracket, so that's why it looks like there's a big gap. But there was no way I could have done it any differently. Well, maybe, but you know, it is what it is, and I'm happy with the end result. I am really happy. I didn't cut too much. I made my cut and then adjusted, fine-tuned it, and this is the end result. I mean, this is not a show piece. Nobody is gonna be, you know, underneath my car looking to see how good of a cut or how good of a fitting this is right here. I mean, it fits spot on. I mean, yeah. Well, we'll see when it's in the car, but so far, this thing is beautiful. All right, that's it. See you later.